Wood County Hospital.
Hey everybody, Josh Krupp coming to you here live on Action News Now. Thanks for joining us here for this digital exclusive on this Wednesday evening. We are talking about lame duck, and it's been anything but lame in the Ohio legislature, working on passing several different bills that could affect you, your school district, your child's education, potentially your wallet whenever you go to a hospital. A lot of things are happening right now here in the literal 11th hour of this 2-year-long session for Ohio lawmakers. In the House and Senate right now, it's called lame duck sessions. They're the time in between an election and whenever a new legislature is sworn in, where they try to rush through all of the priorities, all of the bills and initiatives that they had been working on over the course of the last 2 years. Anything that doesn't get done tonight will have to restart next year. So lots to talk about. At 4 o'clock, we were telling you about a couple of education bills that lawmakers were working to pass. There have been some developments on those fronts that we will start with. And let's kick things off by discussing what is called by opponents the Ohio's version of Florida's Don't Say Gay bill, what is called by supporters the Ohio Parents' Bill of Rights. This bill does a lot. It essentially boils down to, according to supporters, giving parents more of a say in what happens at their child's school. It will enact several new reporting requirements for schools when it comes to notifying parents about what is happening in school buildings, whether it is specifically, it deals with sexuality content whenever that is mentioned in a classroom. It has to notify parents, the school does, about what the curriculum is going to be, what their child will be learning, and give the parents the option to have their child opted out of those lessons. What opponents do not like in this bill are provisions that prohibit schools from hiding any or not reporting any changes that they're seeing in a child during the school day, whether specifically around their emotional or mental health. That is why opponents say that this is like Ohio's Don't Say Gay bill. They worry that if a student it confides in a teacher or a counselor and comes out as gay to them, they would be forced then to notify the parent of that development in their child's life. Supporters say this is all about giving parents more transparency and letting them know what is happening with their child. So that is one bill that does not have bipartisan support, that has some pushback from especially people on the left side of the political aisle. Another bill that has a little bit more buy-in, House Bill number 206. This deals with expulsions, and it basically gives school districts and superintendents more power over students when it comes to expelling them. It does pave the way to essentially permanently expel a student if they're making threats, if they bring a gun to school, if they bring a knife to school, if they exhibit any violence tendencies. It would first be a 180-day suspension, then they'd look and see, hey, did you improve your behavior or not? Then if the answer is no, it would be another 90 days, and then another 90 days, and then another 90 days, giving a superintendent basically the ability to indefinitely suspend a student for any of those behaviors. Both of those aforementioned bills have cleared the Senate. They go back to the House for their final approval. They were both initially House bills, so they already passed the House. They passed the Senate, but the Senate made some changes to both of those. Therefore, later tonight, the House will have to sign off on both of those. Also passing today and heading to the governor, a joint resolution that will require some action from you next year. It will be State Issue 2. It's basically extending a program and lifting the ceiling on a program that allows state dollars to go toward local infrastructure projects. Ohioans will vote in May of next year on this. It'll be called Statewide Issue 2. This, in a lot of cases, is the only time that municipalities or small local governments get money to pay for infrastructure projects. That is on its way to the governor after clearing the Senate today, its final hurdle. A couple more things to talk about. We'll do that on the other side of this quick break.
At the Center for Weight Loss Surgery at Wood County Hospital, we're by your side before, during, and after your surgery. In fact, with medical and surgical options, diet and exercise counseling, and behavioral therapy, we're here to support you during your entire weight loss journey. It's why our patient satisfaction rating is nearly 100% and why we're a leader in the field. At Wood County Hospital, we're more than your surgical team.
We're part of your life.
Welcome back. We're talking about a number of items on the agenda tonight for your elected officials as they work into the late hours of the night. So far, they are on track to pass several bills involving education, involving your day-to-day life that could very well affect you. One involving hospital transparency, hospital pricing transparency. This is something that we talked about more than a year ago after it cleared the House. Well, the Senate just passed it and made a couple of tweaks to it, so it again will have to go back to the House. The way Civics 101, a bill has to pass both chambers before it goes to the governor. Passes the House, then it goes to the Senate. Passes the Senate, it goes to the governor. But both chambers can make changes to each other's legislation. If they do, the other has to okay any of those changes that were made. There's another bill that would increase penalties for aggravated vehicular homicide for people who are driving while intoxicated. That has passed the Senate today as well after clearing the House. A couple of tweaks again. Still has to go back to the House for final approval. The Ohio House did reject a bill that would prevent HOAs from prohibiting political yard signs. That's something that drew some interesting debate today. HOAs have the ability right now to say you're not allowed to put a sign endorsing a political candidate in your front yard. That bill would have changed that. It did not pass the House after clearing the Senate initially. Lawmakers also will not take up a bill that would increase local contributions to police and fire pensions that local municipalities had campaigned against, including Toledo Mayor Wade Capps Couch. A lot more to happen tonight. We will be monitoring all of the progress here on 13abc.com and our digital platforms.
At the Center for Weight Loss Surgery at Wood County Hospital, we're by your side before, during, and after your surgery. In fact, with medical and surgical options, diet and exercise counseling, and behavioral therapy, we're here to support you during your entire weight loss journey. It's why our patient satisfaction rating is nearly 100% and why we're a leader in the field. At Wood County Hospital, we're more than your surgical team.
We're part of your life.